봤어?
Alright.
아니 5인분이 넣었대.
떠봤어 그냥?
아 진짜 낙성했어?
Oh, this one's gonna be a pain. Upload. What's the first game? Poker Face versus Zandside plus crazy looking. Fuck, I forgot to cut the VOD, so this is gonna be a painful experience. So glad you guys can all experience this with me. Wait, can you? I don't break it if I do that, do I? You guys can still see. I need to. Oh, fuck. Someone remind me to fix that name as well. Korea, and this will be Poker Face versus. Wait, does anyone have a little? Anyone have a little O? Wait, I can just road. I need to copy the little O. There we go. Yeah, thank you, Mr. M. Game start for this one will be. I'm just going to cut the end of this, so. $21.13. Oh, sorry guys, I've not been reading chat. Give me a sec. Pokerface versus Sandside. Oh, show more. It should be Korea as well. Away to wait. Pokerface versus Sandside. I gotta trim this one as well. Pokerface. Sandside. Game is Overwatch. Pokerface versus Sandside. One from OWCS. Oh, Korea. Stage 2. Next. On. Wait, do I? Maybe I don't want to do that yet. Fuck. It's actually so. Let's just leave it for now. Leave it for now, and I'm just gonna go through and do like a little pass of everything. Yeah, Panda made for thumbnails. I think the style really works quite nicely. Alright, let's just double check, because I feel like there's just a bunch of like small shit like this, you know, just there it is. And a stage 2. Save. Cool. Morning, Shiro. How did you this one? I don't know. So there's a bunch of music they use, like the background music, you know, between streams and stuff. Now, all of the co-streamers' channels are meant to be whitelisted for, so that it doesn't get demonetized. But for some reason, one particular song is not working, or has not been whitelisted on my VOD channel. So I can erase it out. Like YouTube has like an auto. I don't know if there's an easy way to show you. I can't show you, but it's in the process of like removing the audio only from it, but it takes a little bit. But it should be whitelisted, so I've sent him a message about it. We'll see when they get back to me. Alright. That one's uploaded, and then I need to upload it again. Fuck. And this time I need to cut it the other way, so it's just the Crazy Raccoon one. Oh. Alright, then we're going to do very much the same thing. Oh wait, no, I just... Don't know what now, but yeah. Tedious. Normally Panda does all of this, but they're away at the moment. So you're gonna see the riveting behind the scenes. You guys will... Hands up if you're riveted right now. Absolute cinema! Class. No adult themes. And I can't import the end. Or maybe I can import the end screen on this one because I'm going to cut the other way. More of us on a railway bridge. Yeah. Alright, fuck. Alright. Okay. Alright, so we're sort of on track, so I just need to... I'm just saying this out loud so I have a mental note. So, that one needs trimming, that one needs trimming, that one is just processing and we'll be fine. That one is good to go when it's done. I should just do a little pass to make sure I've not beefed any of the descriptions or anything. EMEA Stage 2, Game Start, yep. All seems good. GK Esports versus Alcatia, EMEA Stage 2, all seems okay. Wait, this is the one I... Wait, do I need to... Let me check the end screen. I can't do the end screen. Okay. So all of the 3 videos processing actually still need something doing to them still. Okay. Alright, what else did I need to do? Oh my god, I need to move some money. I need to move some money or our mortgage payment's coming out to money. To money? To money? To money. I need to move some money for the mortgage payment that's coming out tomorrow. And if there's one thing the bank hates, it's when they don't give their money. So let's do some a little paying the mortgage. Game start of the GK1 is the end of the VOD. Looking into this. Game start 134. Wait, has it? Because this should be like a 2-hour VOD. Wait. Oh, I'm not logged into my... Don't tell me it's fucked for cut. Is it fucked for cut? You guys saw... Oh, for... Thanks. Thank you, Hockey Fab. Yeah, for Hockey Fab. You are right. Oh. You guys, was anyone here when I was doing the cut earlier? Because I cut it on YouTube. You guys saw me do the cut, right? And it looked like I'd done the cut right, I thought. Let's try again. The good thing is I can at least... Is it fixable? Now, once you cut it, it's like final, you know? What I can do is I can just reuse all these details from that game and just go reuse everything. So it's very quick to... do. Ooh, that was the wrong. Wait, what? Okay, I need to do a thumbnail. No, yeah. So once you make a cut, it's final. Let's not add an end screen for now. Okay. All right. We're going to be coming back to this page several times. There's always a chance this one is... This one says it's edited now, right? All right. So... Okay, so that one's balked then. These ones are all uploading. They're all uploading, processing. Okay. So yeah, not fixable. We're just gonna have to try again, basically. Okay, that's gonna be processing for a while. We'll see if anything's happening in China. Ooh, we're gonna hurtle through time a little bit. Let me give a title and set everything updated for the next one. Because to be fair, at least the next one is the big one, right? T1 versus Team Falcons. I sure do, Mama Hamter. As long as they work and I don't get demonetized. I don't really make too much money off the VOD's channel, really. But I feel like it's nice to have like an organized archive. You know, like there is something satisfying when I look at this and I just go, it's just quite nice, you know. Especially since the main channel, like the Asia one and the Overwatch Esports ones, don't do their own VODs anymore. I think they did them for Champions Clash, but not for anything else. Yeah, just for Champions Clash. What's happening on the main stream? We still got a little bit of time. Alright, close that, close that. Keep this one, that one's useful. World Cup score. Presume that Australia game finished as intended. Or as it was going. Yeah, 2-0 in the end. Is there a chance we get Unter VODs on the channel for any games you don't watch? No, because it's different how we record it. So to sort of tell you how it works is on OBS you have like your start streaming button and you also have your record button. So the way to get the VODs cut up quickly, or the most efficient way without sacrificing quality, is that when I'm streaming live, whenever you hear me say talking about cut the VOD, it's me just hitting this start recording, stop recording button. So I get in my recordings folder, just an hour and a half or however long it is for each game, and I can upload that directly and then do all some of this YouTube admin. Part of the problem we're getting with this GK one is I forgot to press that button, so I have to cut it out of the original VOD, and you can see the troubles this gets. So it's a whole different recording thing, and it won't really be of any benefit to Unter, I don't think, to do that. Like, not worth the effort and not worth sending it over, etc. So, just, yeah, not worth the hassle. I missed the action on esports, did highlights for every Overwatch League map. We started doing a few of these on OWTV, but I don't think anybody likes them. Like, we started doing these... Okay, videos. We started doing ones like this, like full highlights. We did the career ones. We did a few from Champions Clash. The problem is, as you can maybe see from the view count, is nobody really liked them. I thought people... I don't know if people just haven't quite clocked that they exist yet. Because I kind of thought these would be, like, fairly reasonably popular videos, depending on, like, the closeness or the excitement of the game. You know that someone would go, oh, I actually want to catch up on that game. I'd watch 25 minutes rather than an hour and a half. I liked them. Yeah. I swear I didn't know about those. Yeah, they're new. We only started them at Champions Clash, and the Champions Clash was kind of a, like, just give it a crack, see how it feels type thing. We're struggling a little bit just with, like, editors and turnaround because we're working on some other bits as well. But I thought they'd be a little bit more popular than this. But maybe we can figure out a way to be a little bit more consistent with them. Because they kind of like, if you ever watch Match of the Day or any sort of like extended highlight things on YouTube, or full highlights they're sometimes called, they're kind of in that vein. So if you didn't watch the game, like, you could watch this 12 or 30-minute video of Crazy Raccoon Falcons, you could know exactly what happened, right? You could come away with a pretty informed opinion. So we'll keep doing it for a while, see if we can sort of find a better fit to it. But I can probably mention it on stream a little bit more as well. Enjoyed the interviews as well. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed... We didn't have interviews from every team, but I actually feel like PDK is always really nice to talk to. CJ gave a pretty good interview. He had a classic backfire title as well. I thought Zenith's interview was great, actually. It's my first time really hearing from Zenith. In like an extended format where he can sort of talk about his ideas and thoughts. And thought he came across really well and quite informed. Astro's interview I thought was really good. Obviously Astro talks about a lot of different things here about like he goes really in detail about their Champions Clash. So if you want to know more about like TM's Champions Clash and the kind of crazy how it all worked out type thing, or nearly all worked out. Obviously a big fan of Harry and Chris. I thought Chris's interview was particularly good. So, like, if you're an SSG fan and you're a bit worried about them, maybe a bit less worried about them after they beat Dallas, but if you're a bit worried about them and want to know what direction or how they're trying to fix things, I feel like that's really, yeah, this interview with Chris I thought really probably answers a lot of your questions. Oh, you asked about money. For the VODs channel, like, really not that much. Mainly because you can sort of see how these views are, like this one did alright. Like, the big games do well. Like, basically, if it's, like, if you look at all these games, it's like, you know, barely 1,000 views, 200 views per, you know, Poker Face, Falcons. Can't give that one away. The World Cup ones didn't do great. But if I go find you, like, a career game that was quite good, it'll get a few thousand views, and that one will make like £10-15 or something. Oh, here we go, yeah. Like this, oh, like Crazy Raccoon play Falcons, right? And this was a 3-0, and then like 2,695. 2,600 for Zeta T1. Like, good teams, close games. Those ones will make like, you know, somewhere between 10 and 20 quid, depending on how long, how close they are. So, it doesn't make massive money, but it trickles in, you know? It trickles in. Why was Ireland v Poland ineligible? Time 2 free key? Don't know. You have a look. Where is it? Next page? Or have I've gone too far back now. I don't know. I can remove it. Doesn't really cost anything. Doesn't really cost any effort. Yeah, only 200 people watched that one anyway. I don't think I lost too much money. Yeah, mostly the biggest trend with does the video get a lot of views or not a lot of views is just are the team names recognizable, and was the game exciting or an unexpected result or anything like that. Yeah, no, of course, yeah. It's not like, yeah, it's not by any means my main source of income, but it sort of pays for itself, you know. I'm covering this weekend because Trash Panda, one of my mods, is away. But they normally do most of the management of this channel, so it'll cover paying them to sort it all out and everything. So it kind of pays for itself, makes a little bit a real passive income type thing. Except I say passive income, at least when I'm not having to faff about with with it myself. Sorry, to answer your question, Barney, however, since the beginning of OWCS, are you pleased with its success? It's probably a longer answer to this. Now, we don't have time for it as the music is starting. But, yes, it's probably the short... Yes, it's the short answer. There's still loads more to do, I think, particularly more from a business side as well as a content side. But I think content-wise, what we're doing is actually really where we want it to be. And Hambin's not in. That's it.
Hey.
Why is Hambin not playing, Max?
What? Someone's in. Wow, T1 really must have mind controlled them into the win condition now. Can't wait to see how this is going to go. Sim with someone is it's a pretty classic play here. 28, 27.
Oh, wait.
26,
Hold on. 29,
25.
28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22,
This
21.
works, would you believe?
Oh,
Crowd up top charges his
would
rail
believe it.
immediately and starts swinging out. Doc pulling himself backwards a little bit, charging up the stomp before getting ready to engage on the high ground. He's waiting and taking it real slow so that his backline can take another angle and so that he can wait for the unlock to begin. Walking forward now, someone wants to muscle up a Doc. He's been outplayed. He's been rocked early by someone, which means that he doesn't have a good condition. Fortunately, Proud is just that guy, so he's going to give Chio a free touch-up. Doc's going to stomp on Merit right on his face. Oh god, Spaguglio with a gift sub to Mama Hamster 2. No, Mama Hamster 2's a rage baiter, Spaguglio. No! Thank you.
Rage baited into a free sub. They do it again. Alright. That's a pretty good start for T1 here on the Anran Malgan that we've seen sort of slowly but surely increasing in popularity, particularly in Korea. Double burn, hard to deal with. Nice into the Mizuki, nice into the Sim, everything like this. Now it's retake for Falcons, who are going to try and walk up slow, maybe try and force the objective here if they want, but right now they're going to swing top, but this puts them in risk of getting stomped. Proud's going to swing out wide. The rock is good from someone, though, forces him away as Merit turns to deal with the Anran. Little dancey, though, annoying to deal with, and Donghack, he comes flying in. He'll get two with that stomp before going down. And this is the name of the game here for T1. Cause a little bit of a distraction with the Anran here. Comes the big stomp afterwards. And the follow-up is easy for Proud and everyone else.
Proud in complete control right now. T1, kings of the burn comp. Team Falcons, kings of nothing at all. Fortunately, they get a free qualification for their results last year. Blissey skewed, support ultimates on the line here, ready to rip. They can fight real aggro with these support ultimates. The fact that Falcons are so far behind on them is a huge problem for them, as they cannot match aggression from T1. Fielder playing very safe in the back as someone touches point, but T1, they're matching that touch. TP comes out, but the snare is perfect from Proud. King of the snare. Beat comes out from Blissey right now. Zest is dead. Revival comes through. Oh, it's an expensive one. Someone is ulting. Checkmate uses wall? What?
Weird time to build a wall, if you ask me. Thank you, Gramillion, for
There's
the 9
no
months
such thing as a
Prime.
weird time to build a wall. Neither.
Well, where'd that red hat come from? Wait, that doesn't say T1 on it. The Falcons now have to play retake. Kitsune Rush for Skewed, Cage for Proud, or Cage and Clock for Donghack and Proud, respectively. So a big mighty combo to throw into this one. They're trying to go early. Donghack goes flying through and he just disappears into a puff of smoke. Kitsune Rush now from Falcons as they try and go forward. Chio's got the touch secured. And Ran's going to come match Chio on point, try and set him on fire. If they're going to shoot onto it, Zest actually killed Chio on point. The rest of Falcons have to come deal with it now. They drop down as a team and they will be able to deal with it. But T1 there, they tried to go early before they had Vacation and everything online, and Donghack just got obliterated. And went forth with the same trick 3 times, Falcons.
Fool me once, twice, thrice. I thought that they would fall for the same trick 3 times in a row, to be honest. I was thinking that we, you know, kings of the server, could just mind control them into doing that. Now, big bomb into the back line. T1 getting ready to take top. Again, a stomp up top would not go astray here for Dark. Clock comes out early from Proud. He's playing the main side, doesn't have much of an angle. Point force and a flip for it potentially. Sanctuary, actually, the contest is good. Dark's dead. Cage is down, but it's really hard to fight into that cage. The Sanctuary is making a huge issue for T1. I think Dark should have backed it up a little bit more before using that cage. The cage overlapped with the Sanctuary walls, and that meant that Falcons had cover within.
Yeah, more than happy to play in that cage if it's you got a Sanctuary in it as well. And now Falcons in a very good situation. Doghat's taken 1 billion damage. He's going to get Suzied and try and stomp away, but this is going to slow him down. You can see Falcons pretty happy to poke up early. They can always TP back to point. Now as T1 take this X fight, they don't quite have anything yet. Nearly a beat. Nearly a Vermilion, but Falcons, with this Flux, with this Artillery to even combo it with, and a Simwall Kitsune around the corner, their ult swing is going to be more powerful. Falcons now find themselves in a position where they should have the ults to close out the map. They just need to make sure they don't give a flip away for free. Oh. Now the beat push, top right from Blissey as they come flying in. He's going to get booed back with a defensive Flux from someone. Huge damage over top, but Kitsune rush Proud and Donghat find one apiece. They found a way. Vermilion revival from Zest as well. Now they are all over someone. And Team Falcons, they just get obliterated seconds before they get that Kitsune rush and that Simwall.
Zest is the king of tricky heroes, getting in on the on run twice in a row, just going all in, getting taken down, instant Vermilion revival, using the Vermilion so well to just buy a bunch of time for the team and then go for a second turn. Why is Mizuki always seen with Sigma? It's good at shutting down teams that are pushing into you, and Sigma wants to play mid-range and poke a lot, so they have similar objectives. It's kind of hard to play fast with Mizuki. Sigma's a good slow character.
But Chain and Rock are like a really nice combo for slowing down aggression from a D.Va, a Ram, or anyone who happens to be a person. Really.
Willing to fuck up the fantasy points, big sad. We've given up on that region. We've given up on that region.
I mean, what's quite nice about the Vermilion Revival, because we've seen a lot of people using Vermilion Ascent, you know, the aggressive one, just as a combo in a cage or something. But when they're playing the Mizuki, like a slow backline, slow comp, they can't just stay in the same place. They don't pivot and flip around like a Kiri Lucio normally do. So the Vermilion Revival actually really puts them in a right old pickle about having to move away from an area they want to play in. Speaking of moving around, here comes Donghat to stomp in one more time. Here come the gang on top of him. Everyone has been set on fire. Merit will burn to death, and they are just all over him right now. And Falcons, it felt like they'd sort of found a bit of an answer at a certain point on that first round to dealing with that Malgar aggression, but all of a sudden, oh, maybe I've spoken too soon. There's a few trades here, actually. Someone's going to trade out this one. I think it's a 2v2. Zest is one. Someone, he can't find it. Dancey, the rock doesn't kill him. Zest is so slippery, and now Donghat's round the corner. Oh, Anran goes out of frame. Malgar goes into frame. And how's someone not cleaned up that kill?
That's the MVP right there.
Sui.
That was really ugly. My God, that was. I
thought Falcons had clutched that, and like
they fully clutched it. Fortunately, someone anti-clutched it, gets us back in control. T1 on the point.
Oh, great TP.
Instant pin onto the TP, but the ankles have been snapped. Flip's going to come through in a second now as Dark hasn't got the pin again. Vermilion not available yet, and T1, they are cleaning up the scraps here. That early death from Skewed is killer. Early turn from T1 trying to catch the TP, just that little bit too slow. Falcon's so fast.
Oh, yeah, literally seconds away from everyone getting stomped, and maybe this is the nature. We talked about a couple of fights on the first round where Falcons were able to just one-shot the Malgar or deal with that early aggression. Really just a game of counterplay in terms of can they get away from Donghat. If they get away from him, they can just really punish him quite aggressively. But if Donghat keeps finding these stomps, so hard for Falcons to deal with. Big ult fight on the horizon, except for Skewed, who is comically far away from this Kitsune rush still.
Yeah, it is a bit of a laughing matter. We'll see if Blissey can make one of these beat pushes work again. The old beat push laid into a Vermilion revival, perhaps. Big stomp this time. The Suzu wasn't good enough from Fielder. Flip around. Vermilion ascent from Zest this time.
Let's be supposed to. Well, looks like a real comedy double act in the backline here from T1, as one is comically far away from the Kitsune rush, and the other's beating comically late.
That
The old setup of a
was
punchline. That was really
your
ugly.
finest beat, Blissy. That was tough. That hurts to see. Come on, Blissy. No, don't set him on fire. Don't set him on fire. Let's go. All right. Someone in main. Rock comes out, catches nobody.
Oh, that's
Of course,
huge.
Flux out onto Dark. It's mega. Suzu's too early from skewed. He takes damage on landing. And T1. That's just another white blade. And Proud is clocking.
What? Wait, Proud killed 2! Someone not again! He's got it this time. Why does Proud clock? T1. Why are they so...
He's got that aim on him. It's because he's got that aim on him.
Yeah.
You just see the win condition no matter what.
Low key though, if we could get a brain in that head as well though. Fuck.
Well, then you'd have quartz.
Then you'd have quads.
Binding chain rock combo from Team Falcons as they swing the corner. Hard step up onto the point. Kitsu out. Suzu out. Stomp onto the bastion. Suzu in response. Good eats. W eats from someone.
Flip as well.
Completely saving Merit's life here. So clutch. Oh, no kills for T1. That's a Kitsu kited for nothing. We need a kill here.
Hello.
We need a big stomp. Show me your feet, Dark. Oh my god, big ones.
Weird of you to leak your DMs at this stage. It's early on in the series, but
It's
T1
a
will get.
secret.
Shh. Don't tell anyone, Donghack, but let's leave it there. T1 now in control of a point with a clock of 1,000,000 and a beat ready to go. So a bit of an alt swing, but Falcons, they're coming close to a 5 bank. So T1, there's a window before Falcons get all
How
the
does
keys
another
online.
clock?
He just shoots stuff, doesn't he?
Hi, Ron.
Looking for the cross now. Ooh, little dink on the way past. Chio still rotating towards point. Now they are on point. Looking for the stomp. Donghack comes in. Suzu is good. Shane there. Beat to keep the push going as well. Camera's a little bit shaky, but Falcons are stabilising. Artillery round it. Vermilion Ascent coming out. Everyone's going to get set on fire. Sanctuary out. Cage out as well. Proud looking for the punish right now. The Cage is going to fade. The Kitsune Rush is still going. It's a messy fight. A Flux to finish the job. That'll be all of T1 falling. Falcons, they had to use all 5, but they get it all over the line.
That's alright, they're just extending the series for fantasy points is my understanding. T1 coming back on heroes that can't touch because it's too late. And we are going the distance here. This next point, I feel like it's probably favouring T1's comp a little bit, right? That Icebreaker, that's probably the strongest comp of the 3-4, the Malga. But never count out T1. All we need to do is not use clock, 2v5. And
Or
then
bead.
not use bead, 3v5. And then have ults for the final fight. The chat's now in tennis mode? Alright.
That's my level 5 coach.
That's advice money can't buy.
Alright. Oh, what a play for. Very much the same comps from both teams as well. Fielder's going to go back onto the Kiriko at the end of this one. And now Falcons will meet on the high ground. But this is a pretty nice area for Donghack to stomp into, so Falcons should be cautious. And it looks like they are being a little bit cautious with only someone really taking that space fully. As Donghack's going to try and find a way to stomp. Proud is taking this wide angle on the opposite side as well, so he has that free range to shoot when Donghack makes his aggressive move.
Proud charging a rail in the back of main right now. He has a real good opportunity here to find a kill if he can swing. TP comes out, but he's not going to take the bait. This guy, he's so smart into the back line. Huge damage on a Merit, but because of the Suzu from field, the Donghack actually bleeds out. He can't get the lifesteal. Zest just going to trade checkmate, but we're in a 4v4. Rock goes across the map. Proud, he drops the shoulder mid-air, doesn't get drilled by Merit. Ping pong on the point now. Zest blazing off and on. Blissy with another tap. Zest with another tap, but the cap still goes the way of Team Falcons here. No tank is a huge issue for T1. Donghack's back now, but the pressure is on. We need to win a fight fast. Show us what you got, Proud.
Ooh, Merit's in trouble. They come chain afterwards onto Donghack. They're going to form up as well, but Merit very much on the back step. But Zest is in there. He does not have the revival. Donghack still going as well. He's going to find one. He's going to find two. Proud is clocking. Kitsune rushes out, but they've got the flip. Sanctuary is up, so Proud can't shoot back anymore. They're all coming for Proud. Proud's with Bliss. They are on the run, but here comes the swing. Bliss can't save them, and it will just be a flip. But that did cost a lot from Falcons towards the end, and interesting that Field has now gone Juno to help deal with this.
Big dog? Wow, what a shift in vernacular from you. Oh, alright. Team Falcons now. That was double support ultimate for them to win it. Proud. He'll have a clock in no time at all, but we're running low on time now. Zest needs to get that Vermilion online. Dark needs to get the cage going. T1, so many ultimates needed to be used here. Skewed. He has a Kitsu. We know we're engaging with that shit. We push forward. Kitsu across into the back line. Instant flux. A dodge from Zest. All the bucket going the way of Dark here. The bombs are out, but Proud has killed someone. Been traded though. Beats available for Blissey. Big burn for Zest. Set the world on fire. Blissey drops the beat. I don't think Zest even got it, to be honest. But forget about the ink spots.
Don't worry about the
T1 are taking the
details.
fight. We did that.
T1 back in control of a point now in air. Falcons, they tried for Flux Artillery combo to deal with it, but it was only Donghack that they got in it, and they were able to pocket him through. Now T1 with a lot more tools for their aggression. A cage ready to go, and Donghack, just trying to fake him out. He wasn't really coming. Keeping Falcons ready. Now the cage comes through. Rock round the corner, though. Symbol to help keep him alive in this cage. A TP through the stomp is big. Checkmate's on the floor. Zuzu's late from Fielder. Checkmate will fall. Everyone is getting set on fire. Such a lovely area for Zest to play in when they're all caged there. Just gets so much damage off every ability. And that cage will be converted here for T1.
Alright, T1, 2 in a row now. Still Vermilion and another overclock available. Chio is a bit late on that Sanctuary. If we can get the clock going. Have you seen Sunday, Riri? How good is Sunday? Oh my god. Proud with the clock. Fast TP around the back for Falcons, but they still don't have the Sanctuary. Proud, a really limited window of opportunity here. You can see he's 90% on the clock. He's swinging on the flank with the rail. He hits the shot. He hits another. Go for, my god, no, Proud.
Vermilion comes through over top as well. Sanctuary from Chio to try and keep everyone alive. They're getting set on fire. Zest is in the middle of that. Bliss has died for it though. Falcons will pivot over to point during all of this. Looking for another chance to go, but they can't go before the flip, so T1, they're just going to wait for 5 instead. They're coming back with Kitsune Rush, but Falcons, they have this combo again. They actually might find Donghack soon. Donghack's trying to go forward here. Kitsune Rush from Skewed, they want to fight. Flux comes out from someone, he's half HP. Who's he got in that? Maybe no one, but they're getting the kills. Might not matter. A single trade from Proud, but he's going to get chased out. And all of a sudden, T1, one more chance at this retake. Proud's dying a little late.
Oh, that late death is killer for Proud. He got the trade onto Merit. That was actually a good ult exchange there. Forced the bombs and the flux out of Falcons now. They're actually really dry on ultimates. They've got nothing coming to them. But T1 needing to get to the point, not having as much time now that Proud's been traded, to take it slow, to outmaneuver this whole Team Falcons. Their Bastions can be back in play. They're retaking from the coast side T1.
So close to ults.
Who's actually getting that first tap? It has to be Zest.
Dead.
Because it does look like someone's touched. Donghack's pinned in and fed. No way. He's dead now. Side angle for Proud. Rock comes out for someone.
Wait,
we could still win this here. Blissey, yeah, baby! Now we push forward. TP up onto the high ground. It's 4v3. It's Austin Powers. Big trouble for Chio. Down we go. Yeah, we've made for each other, Xavier. Get used to it. Snare goes down. T1, we have the cap.
I didn't want to interrupt you, but I was like, Austin Powers, baby.
Yeah,
Gold
baby.
member. Groovy beat from Bliss, and T1 are right back in this. Now it is Falcons who have to rush for touch. Chio has for Sanctuary, but T1 they have for DPS, so they have a forward hold. They're going in spawn. Falcons, can anyone get past? They TP, they're on the run. Have they all made it? Wait, Falcons have flipped the map. They've got the touch. They clocked for this as well, Proud. Chio needs for Sanctuary. He needs it right now. Merit's going to die. Cage comes out for Sanctuary. Is there now, but Chio's already low. 2 kills for T1. It might be fine yet. The Cage is going to do it. Someone is the last one. Him and Fielder. They don't quite have their ults yet. Someone's got the flux, but it's only him. He'll take Zest with him. They'll take care of someone. And T1 will win a very tight peninsula. Oh my, I was so worried for T1. When they got the flip, fuck.
We did that.
When they got that flip. Oh. Oh.
Your caught spiking swing? We did that, baby.
When we let the slowest comp in recent years completely flip the map on us in the last fight.
I need us to be Falcons, man. Me too, son. Me too. Oh my god. I can't believe we did that together, Swing.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, sorry, Falcon. I was meant to snooze him, but I got locked in. Fuck.
Is it harassment to say shagalicious to Swing Chip? Like, if yes, shagalicious Swing Chip. awesome. All right, let's get some more World Cup music slot. That waving flag one, that one's really been doing it for me.
Yeah, I'll show you guys again. Let me wait for everyone to come back and then I'll you can take another peep. Where did it cut in from? Like as Falcons got the flip? So this is where it looks like, at this point, it looks like T1 have just done it, right? Like a fight in spawn, no ults just yet. They got cage, they got clock, everything ready to go. Somehow Falcons do a really UB-esque TP to flip towards point. Everyone gets through alive somehow, but Falcons are still desperate for an ultimate. Proud is chasing with the clock, and you see, they probably actually want to lean this side off a point a little bit more cover if they can. Shio's 99% gets it now, but Merit's already dead. As he puts it up, everyone's getting hit by this Vermilion Ascent as well. So a huge amount of damage. All stuffed in a corner, and Falcons just so close to all their ultimates, but not close enough.
Mr. OP Boosty, I think it's 2 months back.
Yeah, sorry guys, I said before.
When the fuck would I have
meant
watched
to...
Australia play Turkey, Red Dude? Like, when would I have done that?
I meant to snooze them, but I got locked in, and then I forgot to press the button. Sorry guys. But that was what happened towards the end of that one there. They got the flip, but then Shio didn't quite have the Sanctuary in time. And then they just get hit by all of those ults as they flip onto point.
Thank you, Unter. Farewell, T1. Unter, you still T1 co-streamer? No, I got fired 3 minutes ago. When I said Shagalicious to swing tip 930, the termination contract.
He described his boss as Shagorific, and there was really HR didn't like that at all.
The contract seems very flexible.
Morning, Willow. Yeah, no, I swear it never happens, Coon, but I just got fucking locked in on that one. Shout out to Amazon Prime. Thanks, Jeff.
Australia beating Turkey is reconciliation for all the Lira subs. Katsuki are giggling on a pile of misery. It's probably best you don't look it up just in case it costs me my job swing.
Nobody let Swing borrow their DVD of any of the Austin Powers movies, okay?
After this, got game, just join. After this, drops will stay on for a while we watch China, and then eventually they'll be off, and then back on for EMEA a few hours later. It's gonna be a long stream though. Just settle in, get cozy up and get your drops, mate. Cozy up and get your drops. Long stream, drops for Korea, EMEA, and NA. Get cozy. Onto cozy.
When's this from? Is this from the other? It's from ages ago. Donghak gets really active in game. Sometimes his teammates hesitate to follow his tempo because we rotate tanks. And that results in Donghak sometimes not getting the beat or care he needs. Why does he specifically mention beat? But his sense of tempo is often the right choice. Thanks, Rush. I mean, they were going for it there.
Cozy. Australians, the English, the British. Hunter, do you think Omnix deserve right? Right. Have you heard the way that I talk about Cargo the Clanker? Like, what do you think?
You mean your best friend, Cargo?
Friend.
Yeah. I saw you out on the weekend with him, your other friends, that oversized microwave.
Big microwave!
It's me, Cargo, big microwave, just a few brews.
Hey,
brews on the weekend.
Big microwave. I'm walking here.
Big microwave would be from New York, wouldn't he? Proud's 37 and 11.
A bounce. Follow up bounce,
11.
please. Thank you. Oh, Oh, Proud 37 and 11, Dark 43 and 11. Holy shit. Zest 42 and 11.
It feels like these T1 players are pretty good. Does Unter get a pay rise when
Plug
T1
rotation.
win? No.
Hunter Cargo, big microwave grok. Chills.
the boys are right.
Me
I'm
and the
hit the town.
boys. No, I met Grok. She's a woman.
Oh. Well, Hollywood next.
Hollywood.
now-
Shit, this is like forbidden territory. Actually, no, we saw it yesterday in the Twisted Minds series, didn't we?
Well, yeah, but it was like an awful, horrible to watch Hollywood, but everyone.
I think it was. I think Hollywood was like in the World Cup map pool or something. It didn't get played once in like 40 games.
No. Yeah. Just got here as proper cooking. He won two
Yeah,
very
proper.
straightforward games earlier in the week.
Trying.
Right now, it's Donghak and Proud cooking, really.
Hey, let's not sleep on Zest here. Dr. Vermilion, they're all burning.
They are all burning.
Genuinely. Maybe I can run Preds. Hold on. You on your phone, Suki? Or you've got no mouse still?
You have like a spare mouse? Fuck.
I haven't got a spare mouse either. It's tough.
I mean, that's, you know, when I had my mouse problems, I realised I actually don't have a spare mouse either. So I don't know why I'm saying it like a... Nobody got a spare mouse. I meant Proud, autocorrect got your ass. Oh yeah, Proud's been on fire so far. Not in like a bad way, like when Zest sets everyone on fire and they all die, but like Proud's been on fire so far, stage 2.
Big Proud.
It's starting a bit of Hazard here. Hazard Vendetta. They're expecting more Sim TPs. We saw the Vendetta be pretty effective into Symmetra before from T1 all the way over against, I want to say, Zeta Division if I have a functional memory. And looks like Falcons, they're just going to double down. They're going to be playing the Mizuki, the Kiri, the Bastion, the Sim, all on Donghak and Zest now to play interference with these TP timings.
Interference with the TP is Proud. He's already under a lot of pressure. Bomb flying out from the merit softens him up. Dark need to see some aura here on the Hazard. We're going to need you one bop and backliners flying in off the top ropes like a bat out of hell. Dark is in the backline, but Bliss is dead. Dark's dead. It appears that, well, there's a debt to be paid in aura, it seems. That's just going to be the fastest first point I've ever seen in my life.
Give me some numbers. I think I might be ahead.
18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Said
Just
12, by the
works.
way.
Seems my suspicions may have been correct. Donghak's gone Doomfist now, so again, better heroes to work into the Symmetra, but has to be so careful now he doesn't just get chained. That first TP, a fake, a trick, as Falcons just want to get this payload moving. All eyes though on Zest and Donghak as it. The onus is really on them to do something because Falcons have been so disciplined on these backsteps early on Hollywood. They go in super deep and there's the chain, there's the punish, and they'll have a backstep, don't they? They'll lose one here, but only one trade, not going to be enough. And same old story. It looks like Falcons have maybe learnt their lesson finally, and they're ready to absorb all this T1 aggression.
Just give him time. Dark, he's just warming up on the Doomfist. He needed a warm-up life on the Hazard, needed to realize that Doomfist was the solution. Now he's had his warm-up life on Doomfist. This is the one. This is the inflection point where now Falcons have all of the high ground and T1 really need to touch, and Proud is getting drilled early on from the low ground. This is the inflection point, trust me. Zest, up top, goes for an early turn on the Vendetta. Proud swings, hits the shot. See, I told you this was the inflection point. Why don't you trust me?
What? Because you didn't say groovy or shaggerific, which is the words you normally use when you're really enthusiastic about something. If you had told me T1 were about to get groovy on this, I would have believed you. Thank you very much, Powwow, for the tier 1. Don't worry, I won't let it happen again, but now you are bulletproof and safe no matter what. impenetrable. Shagalicious. Shagalicious. Remember Beyonce was in that film as well? You believe that? Alright. Now, T1 up on the high ground now, trying to hit Falcons from all sides as they walk up with his TP. They go for a flip, not quite onto the high ground, a little bit short. Proud is low on there, Sanctuary to stay alive. Punch comes through, Sundering Blade round the corner.
Yeah,
Chill,
baby.
got that one on the face. Now looking for more Zest, the TP comes in, slash over the top. Bastion's in trouble, manages to drop the ult to try and save himself, but Donghack goes for a little cancel and flick away. But Falcons, they've kind of weathered a lot of the storm right now. They're Chill nudging his payload forward, but a big punch from Donghack, a bigger spin from Zest. The Flux is avoided as well, so Zest is going to keep slicing him as well as that beat comes through, and Zest is all over him there. Getting round the corner versus that Flux made all the difference.
Smoking. All right, Dark and Zest together doing unreal disruption to these TPs, getting punched all around, spun all around. It seems impossible for Falcons to do any rotation without getting caught up by the CC of Dark and Zest together. Something funny. Now on high ground,
Also
T1
Bowers
just
closest
taken
in chat.
slow. Yeah, I mean, like someone asked me to do a Jim Carrey's smoking from the mask, you know. Big slam comes out from Dark here. He is taking it slow. Rock will catch him though, and this is scary stuff for the superstar. Skewed's dead.
Chance to move now. Falcons are running towards the point with this symbol, going to get it moving. T1 have kept most of their players alive though, so they can still play on this high ground. They can play for a late re-engage as well. They don't have any ults just yet, but neither do Falcons. Falcons going to TP there, try and flip away. They are getting interrupted with, but oh dear, Bliss is in big trouble. He won't get away from this one. They're still trying to clear off the high ground as Falcons have kept this payload moving the entire time, and they're running out of time now, T1.
Running out of time, the touch is needed. Zest looks to be getting the first of the ping pong done. Dark playing point, punch onto the Bastion, power punch from Skewed, but he will go down. Skewed has Kitsu, it's 4v4, maybe Zest can clutch this one. Proud just needs to hit one more rail on Merit. Rock comes out onto Zest, but he's still alive, he's still healthy too. Here we go, big overhead comes
Zest.
through, Ella spin, big spin. Now he's getting back over to the point. Bliss is dead, so close to the beat. More ping pong coming through for Zest here. Proud's found Merit, but we need more touches. We get Dark back in the action as well. Off the point, Proud gets the jump shot onto Fielder, and now it's just a 2 versus 2. Dark punching away. Proud hits the shot. Proud hits all of the shots. I think we might have found the best team in the world.
No bias. Huge play. Proud makes those crucial picks, but really Zest stayed alive so long on that point. Crucial stall to give
so
Proud
good
the
at
time
that.
for the opportunity. He's insane at it, isn't he? And now
He's actually fucking nuts at Ben.
Falcons have to do a difficult cross. They have the Sim TP, but the Flux and the Artillery don't really help them with these crosses. T1 who now have all the ults, and with only a minute left, Falcons need a few breaks on this one. They're going to try and TP across. They get through. They dodge a bit of the overclock. They try and stabilize inside. They're going to try and force for point as well. Proud to high ground. More ults coming through. Donghack punches inside. Looking for this. Vendetta counterpunch comes through. Zest can get involved as well. Bliss with the beat. Zest goes over top. Didn't get it. Defensive Artillery, but now Zest is landing. Sanctuary from Geo to try and live. Sundering Blade into that Sanctuary. Fielder's going to meet it face to face. No fear from Fielder, but maybe he should have had a little more fear. Merit's found one trade, but it's player advantage for T1. Donghack regroups on the high ground. Point force comes through from Merit. Someone needs to get the touch. Donghack is there for him. Someone comes to help, but it's a little bit late actually. So now Geo leaps out, but it's just a little bit desperation. They can stagger this Sigma as well, but Proud just can't help but shoot his gun. Only 15 seconds left though.
We are doing that right now. Team Falcons glued to this Symmetricon, really constraining themselves versus the Doomfist, making it so hard. Everywhere they go, they're getting counted out by the Doom, getting counted out by the Ven. It's almost like Checkmate doesn't want to play anything else. Merit on Tracer, that went about as well as expected, to be honest. We all know how that one goes.
No touch.
And that is a hold on second point. We did that swing. We doing that? Oh, maybe not Razy, but you know. You, me, Bliss, Dark, Proud. I really had to dig deep.
Big
for that
microwave.
2nd point hold. Me, big microwave. Grok.
Faker.
Yeah. Pig microwave becoming a character in our cinematic universe is. Does the Sunny Blade go through the walls of the Sanctuary?
I'm pretty sure it does. Because I don't think it counts as like a projectile. So I think it just kills you. So it's actually a really nice matchup into it. We saw him doing this a little bit against the Zayton division, right? Into the Mizuki, into the Sim, and it worked really well. But you always sort of go, that's Zayton division playing Sim, you know? But this is now Falcons and Checkmate playing Sim, and it's working just as well. You kind of see it a little bit reflected here, you know? Chio, 6-7. Meanwhile, all of the T1 guys, just fat KDs, really.
Insane. Actually insane. Making the Doomfist look so good, and Falcons, they're just not adjusting their comp at all. Like, do you not think that Falcons could really make this easier on themselves if they got off Bastion, got off Sim, or Cass is banned, but like play Sojin, play Tracer, something like that, you know? Like T1 is playing a comp that is tailored to countering what Falcons are doing, and Falcons for like 5.5 minutes of an offense changed nothing. That's already big slam coming out. Doesn't get the power punch, but he's going to get another punch to the side here. Oh!
Misses everyone with that one, but does get back out to the team. They've cleared the TP back, and now they have a bit of space to walk through the choke. T1, chance to take the high ground, get some people through this far left alleyway as well. Find their next angle of approach.
Dark up top is trying to find an opening. Zest has snuck in on the side. He's been spotted, but the punch, the spin, the everything. Will it be enough? Another punch, another slam, a big fire strike through, and Dark, Zest putting on an absolute clinic, running a two-man on the back line of Falcons. No hope as they're all stacked up. The Mizuki, the Bastion, just copping it on the chin. T1, 1 fight, 1 win, and that'll be first point done and dusted.
Really nice aggression. You see, we saw that from Zest's point of view, right? He goes in deep, he spins all the way through. Chio hits the punish, right? He hits the chain to try and punish him, but as they all try and turn, deal with Zest, Donghack's near the other side. It's just too much for Falcons to deal with. So much so, in fact, that you can see him actually making wholesale swaps here, where they are going to go onto Cat Bastion and onto the Echo too now. So these should be much better matchups. We'll see what T1's answer is. Looks like it's going to be a Cat Bastion mirror. Zest onto Tracer. Donghack, he's only got a meter strike. He'll just keep playing Doom for a bit.
Yeah, a little bit of Cat Bastion action here on the swap. I'm sure Proud will be good for points on that one, right? Lizzie's one of the best pilots in the world. A little bit of poke through and through, but Team Falcons right now, the big advantage of their comp is that there's no, or rather T1 big advantage of our comp is that there's actually nobody for Falcons that can drop down and touch the cart. Once the Sigma comes down to the ground, Dark could go flying up top. You see now Dark will make that bait happen. They go top and they start trying to dual merit on the high ground. The high ground is uncontrollable now. Someone is completely left out. 5 T1 members on the high ground. I actually count 4, but who's counting really? Big power punch onto someone, forcing him very low. Now another box through, punching forward for Dark. He's going to get that power punch. Here he goes, ready for it. Bang! Huge backline punch. Meatball strike comes through. Another big punch on a fielder. Fielder's 1 HP. Checkers is dead. Proud finds one. Dark with a second form on the high ground. Uncontestable. Chio trying to fly his way across the map. Can't finish the job. Slam onto someone now. Cart is moving all the while. These are staggered deaths for Falcons.
Oh, Merritt's going to find a trade, but it's only going to be 1 trade for him, so bit of a painful one. They do have a chance for another fight, but it's 4 minutes Falcons need to find a way to hold, and they have to retake for these difficult chokes. Checkmate now onto the Tracer. We'll go toe-to-toe with Zest on his left-hand side. Zest has control of the Mega Bow, so hard for Checkmate to get through without a bit of help from Fielder and the gang. They're going to come through his right-hand side now, but someone's going to have to come through left-hand side, getting that point touch. And now Falcons, last fight territory. They just have to say they're dropping. Someone's behind. Bliss is behind. Makes you think. Now, someone... Yeah. Trying to get inside right now, T1. They're all inside, but they're a little bit surrounded. And the Falcons can't seem to find a way to, or timing to push in. So they're just going to keep pressuring the point here, T1.
Blank's working his way towards the card here. Blink underneath the Zest, but he's had his recall forced early. More point touch converts. Bliss dead again. Rock on dispute. Both supports for T1 dead here. Form out on to the Bastion for Merit, and that's 3 for 0 here. A little bit dodgy for T1. This is hard, as now Falcons have at least partially abandoned their comp. They've moved onto the Tracer, no more Sim, which definitely changes the dynamic for Dark. A Cat Bastion in the sky is a difficult target, not something that you can get any value against on the Doomfist. Same goes for the Tracer, a much more difficult target. T1, all they have to do is win 1 fight, but there isn't an easy ult fight, an easy wipe the combos for them. They really need to clutch.
Now someone onto the Diva. Catnap comes through. Someone will get taken by that one, but Proud dies while Bliss goes for that attempt. And now the tables have turned. Someone is now on Bliss's case, chasing him all the way out. Significant advantage. Donghak finds one trade. Nearly has a Meteor Strike, but they're kind of just all dead. So T1 will have to go for another reset. And Falcons, they didn't have to use anything for that.
Didn't have to use anything, and Dark is just stuck on the Doomfist here. He's on a tank that really doesn't provide a whole lot of value anymore versus the comp of Falcons. I think maybe there was a moment, perhaps a minute ago, to swap, but now he's almost baited to stick the pick due to the existence of the Meteor Strike. Point Force is really not an option for T1 as well. Look how far the cart has rolled backwards around the corner. They need to win a clean fight at this stage. Working their way underneath, T1 Dark's looking for an angle to engage, but he's actually been booped by a piece of stationary map architecture. Pulse comes out mid-air onto the Bastion, but can't finish the kill. Merit has killed Proud with the bombs. Donk has killed Fielder on the ground. Maybe a two-man opportunity here to continue clutching. Checkmate losing the duel a little bit to Zest, but Zest has no heals, no health pack, so Checkmate has a pretty substantial advantage in this one. Now Blissey through main, trying to help out Checkers, but Checkers, oh god, Zest has no recall. He has to run away back to the spawn. This is really troubling.
Surely they can get Zest. He's managed to find his way all the way out. No, he's back with his team. He's just out of there. Now the big ult fight. Yeah, 1 minute left for T1. Kitsune Rush available. That's the big push timing here, but Fielder has one to mirror as well. And Chio, he still has a catnap, so he can interrupt this Kitsune Rush trade pretty massively. As you can see, Donghak now onto the Diva underneath. Blink there as well. Checkmate just trying to bully this Diva position back. Checkmate will have to recall a little bit early, though. Form timing's dangerous from Merit, though. Proud will form back. Bit of Matrix. Donghak taking a lot of damage. Fielder dies as the Kitsune Rush comes out. They will be able to win the fight, maybe? Yeah, they have the trades. But now it's Kitsune Rush for Falcons. Skewed, importantly, did not use his.
Oh, this is really hard now for T1. Ults are there, right? But in this matchup, this point, it ain't easy to just win by slamming an ultimate. An ult on the card is an easy kite for Team Falcons. An ult on the high ground, equally as simple, in all honesty. T1 now having to work with the immense pressure of the point. TP up onto the high ground for Skewed. Zest has dropped a pulse bomb, hasn't killed anybody with that. Zakitsu is still available for Skewed here. It's waterfalling off the high ground onto low, but it's that easy kite we talked about. Checkers has killed Zest as well, so it's already a 4v5 for T1. Someone's got to touch the card. It has been touched. Merit's low in the sky. Bombs are forced. Blissey catnaps into the bombs, lives to tell the tale. Catnap from Chio. Suzu not good enough from Skewed. Proud is boxing. Proud is dead. There's no DPS for T1.
That's it.
Oh, we didn't do that one. It's a 1-1 scoreline. The Doom, it had immense aura, but once Falcons boxed up in the Cat Bass mirror, it was a different story. Bit too much time on the Doomfist after the fact, baited by the success of the comp earlier on, and we lost that.
Yeah, I mean, you got to say T1 quite clearly have an answer to the Sim comps and to the Mizuki comps, but if you cast your mind all the way back to the Korea playoffs, when there was a lot of Cat Bastion and everything on the going, Falcons did really well in those matchups, right? Like, Falcons looked really good ultimately in the Cat Bastion here. So they lean into it as Hollywood starts to go wrong for them. And, whew, good turnaround. Series on our hands, 1-1, all to play for. Alright, I'll grab a drink. Maybe even a pork pie. I'm back. Thanks for the first time watch time for 45 minutes. Good first session. Collector may cry. Alright. Minute or so, Preds are open if you want these ones. Alright, let me take a peep at these and see if we've made any progress. Alright, this time I got a good feeling. This time I got a good feeling, right? I missed the scoreboard from that one. There we go. It's pretty good KDs for everyone, really. Except for Hamben, who's not in the lobby. What did you ask? Oh no. I DM'd him this morning because I know I had a look as well, and they weren't there. I dropped him a message, but no response yet. Probably get a response later when they wake up. Alright, alright. Hamben in, spin in. It's time to get some points. Is Anran real? Very real. Yeah, I think it's legit. Looks pretty effective in a lot of these. Especially into any of the Mizuki stuff, into Diva, all of these feel quite reasonable. I wouldn't be surprised. I didn't see. Did we see what map we're going to? But I'm expecting kind of Malga Anran out of Falcons here. I guess we're about to find out. Yeah, New Junk City, Malga, Anran. Why did you delete X's message? Why did unpin and delete the message? There's like 2 options when you unpin. One is like delete the message, and one is unpin the message. I found this out the other day as well when I hit the delete one because I thought that was just remove pin, but it actually like completely deletes the message. So straight up counter to Anran. I don't know. I feel like the Cash should be pretty good into it. Alright. It's a Mercy Widow ban. Alright. Everyone have a handshake. Everyone shake of hands all round. We're going to play Malga, I reckon. It's a Malga mirror for this.
Mercy Widow. Whatever. When that button glow green, I'd be pressing.
May the best Malga win.
They didn't want a goon mid-game. I get it. What's wrong, Alice? Oh, the bans. Nitty gritty white alert.
Just catching up what happened last night. Oh, it's just a topsy-turvy day. Weibo lose, TM lose, Dallas lose. It's a bad day to be a champion, which is a pretty rare day. How'd the move go, Artemis? Are you all in to the new digs?
One bite. Waka waka dancy. Oh, heavens.
Back at home? Nice. That's alright. Unpacking's the best bit of moving. Nice to say.
Now Gaga. First time useful message from Mama Hamper there. What map we on in New Junk?
New Junk City, Mercy, Widow ban, Hambin.
Isn't that crazy though? Like, what was the map 1 ban from T1?
Let's have a goose.
Because they were on Mizukiri Sim, right? I'll skip back.
Let's see. It was Jetpack, Cat, and Vendetta ban.
Oh, so T1 can actually just play their full comp on New Junk.
Yeah, it's just going to be Amalgam Mirror though, so I feel like Zest actually being on Vendetta is not going to be that helpful here. This will be like an interesting one if like the Anran's better or if still ultimately Reaper is better when you play in this mirror.
Big Reaps. Just read the situation. Yeah. Like Harmon's in, you know, like there's
Hambin spin in. Never gonna play TP Zest. Roll out on Vendetta. And then swap immediately to Reaper.
That's just some numbers.
Alright. Scary numbers. 29, 28, 27,
flick a pause and you are there.
I'm there. It's gonna be Hambin versus Donghak. Malga v Malga. Zest is on Vendetta because he couldn't figure out what spin was going to play.
It was a little bit of a surprise for poor old Zesty, but let's not worry too much about it because I'm sure it'll all even out in the wash or buff out or something. Proud, back of main, Merit already, rail charged, little peek for Zest, gets body shotted, not going to go down. Pocket, 4 skewed, headshot onto Spint. Proud, good for it always, but no kills. Now a snare on the corner, really hampering the peak for Falcons. Slide over to the side, huge engagement onto the backline here. Chio, get out of there, son! Skinny as can be, little Chio, but it's a 3-for-1 trade. Proud, headshotting fielder, no heals remaining, and looks like T1. No on-run, no problem. Proud traded, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Or forget about it, if you will, if you're from that part of the world.
What if I'm from New Jersey?
I mean, you're not a New Yorker and you can forget about it, alright?
Alright.
Watch it, Tabby.
I'm watching it. Gonna be Falcons playing retake now. No ults to speak of just yet for anyone. Underneath is the choice, but Donghak's right above him here, so he can stop into it if he wants, but might just be better making Falcons walk out, taking a slow fight. You can see Hambin's gonna lose huge chunk of his HP, but T1 choose not to capitalize off that. Just gonna slow it down and heal up. They're now trying to come up the staircase, but Donghak is there as well. They've got a bit of a nicer peek onto Donghak, and it's time to force him back. Donghak, he wants to go. It's a full-on drive-by to the mini as well. Makes him turn. Zest comes flying through as well. He takes takes Mirror out. 1-for-1 trade only, though. But look at Proud. He is now free with the clock. He's found one. Looking for a second round the corner. Damage, but no kills. They all D-peak the tail end of this one. Both Malgas have fallen. Is it 3v3, I think? 3v3 if they want to go.
Let me hold some more kills with that damage, shall we? Push forward now for Falcons. Spint on the point, going for the force. Proud. Ducking the shoulder, getting bocketed hard by Skewed, but the point force continues. Dark is sliding around up top. Proud's actually gone down to the point. Kitsu comes out now for both sides. Where? Oh, that's not for both sides. It's just field that there's no match for. Skewed doesn't have it yet. Proud's gone down, actually, and this is a pretty easy cleanup here for Team Falcons. On the back end of that, it felt like T1 were a little bit indecisive. They sort of backed up and took it.
Yeah, slightly quicker ult going to be the big difference maker for Falcons. And now we'll come up to, again, another big ult fight. Beat versus beat, Cage versus Cage. But that Kitsune rush advantage from Skewed should prove to be pretty significant. They go in the far side now, T1, to look for their opening. But we'll want these ults before they fully commit. I don't think Falcons will be aware they have this little, 5% ult advantage on anything. So they won't commit to it. We'll just be in this big ult fight coming up as Zest drops to get the first touch. Everyone else on T1 playing slow. Disruptor shot forces a DP. TP forward. Little tink as well around the corner. Now they're forcing the point. Clock comes out from Merit on this one. Kitsune rush there. Donghack's going to drop the cage to minimize that one. Spin goes down. Revival chance. Only a two-person beat. Only backline. Got it. Going to be a revival from Spin into all of this. Everyone's set on fire right now. TP on Suzu from Skewed. Spin into the back as well. Looking for a little bit more. And Skewed gets all the cleanup for him. And now we T1 taking the first point.
It's absolutely brilliant play from Blissey there to hold on to the beat. Such presence of mind when the Vermilion comes out in the cage is shattered. A lesser man will drop the beat then and there in fear, sees the old things. Oh, I can match that. I'm good for that. But nah, Blissey, he holds on, and now we roll into this second point. Proud has his second overclock bomb there. It's 19% on his first. Blissey has the beat in the pocket to leverage a fight win here. Harbin's cage, it's going to be almost impossible for him to find value with this unless he catches somebody truly on the periphery of the fight. A beat inside, a Sundering Blade inside. It's all coming up T1 right now. Deep in. Beat comes out from Blissey into the cage. They're all getting in. Down goes Spint. Already 5v3. And it's just going to be a clean wipe here. T1. 1-for-1 ult. And it's easy. Jinjay28, thank you for the 12 months. 1 year of pure parasocial bliss. Welcome back.
Good fight for T1 there, just a 1-for-1 ult trade. Spin was on Reaper for that fight, but it's going to go straight back onto the Anran, so a little bit unsure what he wants to play. Now T1 have both DPS ults here to answer the Kitsune rush of Fielder. Proud, there's a big open point, so you can see he's already looking at his back high ground, can just play far away from that Kitsune rush, make it really hard to get full value out. Likewise, Zest can use the Sundering Blade. So many tools to stop them getting this Kitsune rush value now. Eyes onto Proud on the high ground, clock is ready to go. Merit has a little peek back, but it's Proud who continues to hold in his power position. Disruptor shot forces him down. Stomp comes in. Zest is low. Counter stomp from Donghack. Hambin is all the way in. Needs the Kitsune rush or something, but they don't commit it in the end. Clock comes out, and T1 will just clean up as this. No other, just one ult. Win a fight for T1.
A real good one for T1 again. Now they can fight forward as well. Look at how late these deaths are. We're at 70%. Chio, Harm, and Spint. They're going to have to roll out fast. Someone's probably going to have to take a side angle, go split from the rest of their team, which is going to make things super hard for Team Falcons. Harmon already being matched on his rotation. He's pinned to the side. Look at how hard they're boxing him. They're going to kill the guy. Poor Harmon's dead. Spint has gone around the back, goes for the touch, but look, Zest is, not Zest, Proud. He's right there ready to receive. Zest gets involved as well. It's a 5v4. No tank for Team Falcons. Spint, 1 HP, and overhead on the corner. Suzu's gone. Zest spinning to win. Traded again. Shu traded. But let's not worry too much about that.
Yeah, 2 in a row now for T1. Falcons have to play reverse sweep. Ult disadvantage for this next one too. Double support ult for both sides, but Donghack with a pretty substantial cage advantage in all of this, plus a Sundering Blade to combo with it, cut through the beat, cut through the Kitsune rush, whatever they could possibly want. Another tough fight for Falcons. Probably going to be a clock to start it, try and force an earlier support ult out of them. No cage around the corner from Donghack. Kitsune rush in that one. Fielder's going to use it back, but he dies. Merit clocks now. No Suzu to help him out of this one, but he's just going to try and do it all. He slides back, he pumps damage into Donghack. Slide on from Proud as the beat is over top, but they're all just dead. T1 just go blow for blow with those ultimates, have an extra one to throw in at the end, and that's going to be them sweeping that.
Good morning, Krantov. How are you? Proud in main right now. He is going to drop the shoulder forward. He's going to get some early peek here. Doesn't have a rail, so he's probably not going to pick anyone, but yeah, are they actually fully engaging? Oh my god, he's got the pinch. Massive snare. He slides through, flips around. Big overhead for Zest, but that was a Sunder to try and strip the beat. It wasn't quite enough, though. The Unrun is in strong space. Harmon's traded. Vermilion comes down. Blissey set on fire, fanning the flames. Apparently, Spin can't fucking aim in the clutch, though. And off-screen, Dark has killed 2. Trade onto Skewed now. It's a 3v3. victory, but Dark is alive and well. Presumably has a shout to throw into the mix as well. Blissey goes down, picked off on the periphery. Field is so low. Dark pinning in, but he needs to find value, and it does appear that he's gonna wait.
Zest back as well. Oh, Proud's here. He has for
Clock.
Clock. They don't even need for Clock. Oh my god. Hamber's going to find a late trade onto Zest. Proud anchors for point for now. Falcons clinging onto their lives in this map, but now the Clock is out. Hamber's in trouble. Donkhack is back on top of that one. Slides for Merrick. Can't find the kill, but Blissey can. Force back now onto it. Hambin drops for Cage because it's desperation time. It is last fight. Spint is back. He kills Proud, who just would not stop going forward. Spint now needs to get the touch. Hambin is there with him, so Spint plays his life. Donkhack is still committed in. Little boot back as he goes for Cage. Donkhack misses everyone. Oh no, Hambin's in the cage. They have to jump in and Suzu him. Now Fielder's in the cage. They're trying to get the touch. Fielder dies for that TP on. Chio's in big trouble here. They will get it in the end. And T1 have smashed Falcons on New Junk City.
My god. That was dominant. We're back. All we needed to do was not wind up playing Doom into Cat Bastion Diva on Hollywood second point for 5 minutes. And we're actually so good for it. This is our series.
Thank you, Cheeseburger X, for the 3 months.
Like, how did we have a full handshake ban as well? Like, I didn't know Falcons fell off like that. They low-key didn't, but they like always lose their regular season games and shit.
And T1 always win their regular season games.
Yeah, T1 are like regular season warriors, and Falcons yeah, like full Kappa early stage games. But this is still a big match for T1. If T1 is beating teams like Falcons, then it's like almost impossible to not go EWC with a decent seed because yeah, there's 4 slots for Korea this stage. We've never beaten Falcons regular or playoffs. Yeah, that's because there's like like Dark in 500 million years has never beaten Chio. Like this will be the first time that Dark has ever beaten Chio in a match. No,
or it will be the most upsetting of all the losses.
Since 2022. No, 2023. This guy's never beaten Chio.
Don't say it, you jinxed him.
She said at Unter, please shoot CX.
Well, nothing I can do. Nothing I can do about the jinx. T1 win, so happy.
It's not over yet. It's not over
Don't
yet.
count your chickens before they hatch, as they always say.
Who did we beat in Team 1 in Week 1 that was impressive again?
Zeta.
Bombs.
Does Korea still have the rule where you can pick any map type for map 5? Probably. Where are my ads? Sorry, IVQ. How do you feel about joining this particular army, IVQ? Anything interesting happened today? This game right now. This one has a decent series written all over it. What do you think went wrong for Dallas versus SSG yesterday? I felt like SSG had like clear plans, it felt like, for all of their comps. They lent a little bit or more into what UV and Admiral were so good at. Felt like they had good, clever answers to the, Sugar Free on May was like particularly impressive, like a good answer to the Sigma. I think ultimately, while Kellen is probably in the category of one of the better main tanks or like, Winston-S players at Sigma, Hawk's really good at Sigma as well. So it didn't feel like Kellen was on the back foot in most of those. But May probably added to that too. Felt like CJ maybe had a pretty poor series. But yeah, just outclassed on every comp though. You said to me you did some legitimate coaching? You sure did.
It pisses me off that you've ruined Michael Jackson for me, Tikazoo.
How have they ruined Michael Jackson for you?
Wait. Lenny,
Waiting.
you know the first time Birdcat? Look at their name. They told me that Michael Jackson sounds like Eric Cartman, and I can't unhear it.
What?
Hi, Sarah. Cheeseburger lost. What?
These two ladies are having the best time every time we go to them on the crowd.
Yeah. Actually, just chuckling all the way.
Two happiest people right now.
Get behind the sign. SSG locked in as soon as everyone said they're going to be replaced by a Japan slot.
Who's everyone in that sentence?
I don't know. I'm hearing the wisdom of the crowd right now.
I'll have what they're having. Yeah.
What are the chances that message in Russian is just asking about the drops? Translate.
Is Sunjin
Are
stuck
there any
forever?
Russians? Oh, we go.
Maybe not literally forever, but like a good few years maybe. It's a really rough situation for Sunjin that his visa got rejected. Some people remember what happened to Lolshit in Overwatch League, where he's got stuck for wrong side of a visa. Blissey went 23-1 by the way. 27-3 for Proud, 30-2 for Donghak.
Like,
fuck.
Donghak is just. I'm adding Adru. Your loot box me account already? Fuck.
Sunjin goes to Canada. Yeah, that would probably just be the smartest solution, really. Did they ever give a reason? I mean, presumably, but CJ didn't mention it in his interview. But that also seems reasonable from CJ. Doesn't really make a difference, does it? But to be fair, I don't think they really need to say why. They can just reject it for whatever reason they want. Just get him on the World Cup team and it'll get sorted out. Yeah.
You can get weapon charms from the loot box. Back-to-back weapon charms after 15 hours.
That one got me, Mama Hamter. Thanks for the offer.
Just in you.
Just talking about the Sunjin thing, then Mama Hamter just says, "My uncle works at the airport. He can get song tune in." It's just seems like it's gonna get sorted then.
Song June on the text-to-speech monster actually sounded more like Sonjin than writing it properly. Like, it was a really good manipulation of the text
really?
monster yesterday. Yeah,
Wicked smart.
in the Trump voice at least. Your mileage may be alright if you try to use, the Xi Jinping or something like that.
All right, Emre ban, Diva ban from T1.
Is this the last game for Korea? Yeah, we're going China after this. I think.
China.
We're gonna do China.
Oh, sorry. When you said we, I thought you were referring to the entirety of T1.
I mean, obviously T1's gonna be with me in the back, but like, we keep that on the low. Like,
You have been keeping it on below, but yeah, I did China.
but I don't want everyone to know that I'm like, an integral component of T1's success or anything. We do everything together. We share everything. Me and Faker are best friends. He respects me. Like, he often tells me how much he respects me.
Yeah, he says that. He says you've just got a really good.
She often tells me like how much I contribute to the team environment and how much of a pleasure it is to have me working for them. Why did you keep writing question marks in my chat? Swing, I think you got the wrong chat. Your mic's on, by the way.
Yeah, I think I remember. Who was it? It must have been Fake. I think it was Faker. It was either Faker or Big Microwave. I can't remember who, but they were talking about how talking about how shaggerific you were, and it was just really, yeah, you could really tell like there was feeling behind those words.
All right, Cat Bass.
Such Sunday slop. Just
Yeah, I mean, you've got to get the Sunday and the weekend. the Sunday and the weekend emotes are actually unreal. All right, proud on Cat Bass here. I feel like this Cat Bass mirror is not T1's strongest suit. all things considered. Feels like maybe it's a little bit more in Falcons' wheelhouse, but that's just the name of the game here on Rialto, to be honest. It's a very powerful map for the Cat Bastion, and at least one of the Cat Bass bans have already been burned. I think Falcons might have Protect banned DPS with the M-Ray, and Cat was already banned by T1 on map 1. So, gonna have to wait and see how this plays now as Proud swings over to the coast and just starts drilling poor little Chio out the sky.
Oh, Skew's going to get crushed by that one on Hanbin behind. They take the trade in the sky. Merit wins that one as well. And it's all coming up Falcons. Zest is going to throw his body on the line, but just more kills for Hanbin, which is what I like to see. Clean first fight for Falcons.
Very clean. Merit up top is just going to poke towards the low ground here. T1 rotating side to side, trying to open up the map slowly but surely. Team Falcons, well, it's a comfortable hold for now. We're a minute off the clock, a minute 15. No progress yet. But Proud, he is floating on. Now, around the flank, he is going to engage. Dolok's already there, ready to receive him. Bit of damage out onto Proud in the sky, though. Bomb comes out, forms are traded. Proud is presumably in an angle where he can be shot by the Malga, but it looks like Merit is getting the worst end of that trade. Dolok got the better angle, and Harmon is focused inside. Skew's going to get stomped in the same position. Spint's going to take him down. Bombs from Proud now indoors. Softening up Falcons pretty substantially, but Harmon and Spint, even though they've been softened up, they haven't been killed. There's a big difference between being soft and being dead. So Team Falcons, they're just going to back it up. First time T1 lose from Chris.
Ooh. Form timing comes out now. Proud's going to take a back step for this one. He's got the better of Merit right now. Merit is really low. They drop him. They Suzu him as well, but Merit's going to die nonetheless. At least a 1-for-1 trade for Falcons as Spint will get the touch on point. He turns around and just nails Zest in the back of the head. Bliss comes in, but he gets blossomed on the other side. Spint doing it all for Falcons right now as the retake is looking good, but Suzu's going to keep Donghak fighting for now. TP on from Spint, looking for a bit more, and T1 just resetting for now. Big ult fight on the horizon.
Oh, it's going to be a big one now as Spin steps up onto the path. Donghak is pushing it away, and Spin can't maintain his corner. Proud in the air, getting drilled by the Malga. You can see him losing the trade. Spin from Zest to find a trade fielder. Will drop the Kitsu cage. Catnap. Everything is getting dropped into this fight right now, and it looks like the meat grinder is favoring Team Falcons. Inside the cage, big trouble as Zest, Donghak, Skewed, they all go down. And suddenly we're staring down the barrel of only 1 minute remaining on first point. Blissey, the only man with an ultimate to potentially turn things, but it is looking dire for T1 in this matchup.
Hard to get a catnap off consistently. Got to find a way through the Suzu and everything else. Also, when you go for that, you're going to leave your Bastion behind as well. For now, though, Bliss and Proud taking coast. Donghak going to join them on this one as T1 try and get a bit of position on this side. Only 50 seconds left as both teams position for their engage. It looks like we want to come back out main potentially here, T1. Eyes on the sky as Hanbin takes a little bit of a back step. Merit's been dropped on the point, actually. A little pick back up now. Proud will regroup. Form timings have now exchanged as all of T1 slowly swing the corner, but Donghak takes a step back. Only 30 seconds left now.
30 seconds on the clock. Proud floating about in the sky. Bomb comes out. Swing and a miss for Hanbin. Form is out for Merit. Now Proud again getting drilled in the air. Gets dropped straight down to the ground this time. Spin for Spint. Proud with the bombs, but the Suzu's good. Spint lives. 15 seconds now on T1.
Right?
I mean, this is looking, yeah, it's a full hold.
Bit late for this, Blissey.
You can't even get him off the map. He's going to get run down by Chio now. Chio's on my fantasy roster, so if we can kill Blissey here, that'd be good. Nothing about
so, mate. One touch from Skewed. Overtime has been triggered. Don't know if there's anyone getting a follow-up here. It looks like, yeah, TP attempt for it. Doesn't make it. That's a really full hold for Falcons as well. This was not a lot of distance at all.
That's really tough. It's just cooked. How long will this stream be? 500 million hours until you can get that loot box. Just dreadfully long. Treacherously, painfully long.
Did I thank you for the Prime Cheeseburger X? Or do I have brain damage? Or both?
Okay, let me get my iPad. Firm handshakes. Firm handshakes. Pussy! You made it! A slight afternoon wake up for you. Just wondering when you were going to turn up.
Just nothing going on up here.
Good morning.
You didn't thank me for my Prime. You didn't Prime. Katsukiya, why are you acting yourself? Timeout Katsukiya? From Katsukiya? Okay, Katsukiya.
What?
You have what you want.
Just swinging.
Someone will die, and that someone will be me.
You know what? Good reckless abandon. I like it. What the hell is that? What is this emote? Add it? Australia? Oh yeah, right. I told Bussy if he can add it, he can have it. But he was too drunk to navigate 7TV on his phone.
On his
or
phone,
something.
just absolutely wasted trying to get Bois Australia through.
Do or die for Bois Australia. And Bussy Brigadier is fumbling. Like, that genuine.
How many
Tried to
Bois
add
in Bois
Australia,
Australia? Fuck.
It was impossible. Drunk on martinis, of course. Happy Pride. Now proud up on the high ground. TP to the side, flipping out, trying to catch out the Bastion. No such luck. Blissey on the Mizuki. He is a gentleman at heart, so I trust he's going to be good at tipping the hat here. Unfortunately, it is a hard full hold. So T1 going to have to be absolutely spectacular to avoid a map 5 scenario.
Stuzu out already as the form timing comes through. Hanbin threatening in the front, about to have another stomp. Donghak on the back foot already. TP behind him. Donghak is in trouble. His little shield won't be enough. He's actually found a kill. He gets traded late for it, but he lasted long enough that everyone else found the trade. So just Donghak dead. But they need to go get him back from spawn quick with his TP because they don't have a lot of space to work with.
No space to work with at the moment. Blissey gonna float over to the high ground once more, trying to make things as awkward as possible for Team Falcons. Proud again. Oh, he finds a Bastion in his face. Has to get away from that one. Massive Pharah spam coming out here from Spint. Now this comp only gets harder with the addition of the Pharah. Dropping in, Suzu's burned. No kills converted. Skewed! Double tap from Spint. Gets it done. It's a classic skewed down early. Proud and skewed, both going to fall.
They can't dilate here.
They're dilating, mate. It's,
No. No.
we're going into labour.
Alright, TP is dead. It's only the Sim who's taking the TP. Zesh is not getting his touch. That's it. That's a Rialto. Falcons tie us up 2-2.
Going to map 10. We are going to map 5. Don't tell me it's another dark losing to Geo situation. Like it. Don't fucking max me. Don't max me, Jade. I gave you one job yet. No, don't fucking put this on me. Just listen to the music, all right? Just listen to the music. What do we want to listen to? I don't want to listen to any more Michael Jackson. It's been completely ruined by the
By Carmen.
Actually, we could listen to some Billy Ray Cyrus out of respect for the hat that T1 is going to be sending you.
Songs to tip your hat to.
Songs to tip your blue collar hat to.
This is all Unter's fault. Clearly all Unter's fault. It's a me. Well, they win together, they lose together. That's the T1 way of life.
T1 losing in LoL too? Oh no, Katsuki. Don't say it. We're not losing. We're just winning slowly.
We're just sweeping them with a few
won
more
Holly,
steps.
it would have been 3-0. It's true. Like, if we won the maps we lost, we would have won.
Fuck you, Hanbin. Get me some points. Same. That's how I feel. He probably didn't even get that many for that map, right?
Huh?
Because it was such a quick map. No, wait.
Last one.
What do you mean he's on minus 3.5 so far?
Hanbin?
Hanbin! I mean, that
Because I got
Rialto...
fucking touched on New Junk, bro.
Need some points from Rialto, Hanbin.
You are spotted.
This is the last match of Korea, Melbourne, but there'll be 2 China games afterwards, and then EMEA and NA in like 7 hours' time. But yeah, last one of Korea.
Don't tell my heart, it can break it home. Oh, Billy Ray just speaks to me on a spiritual, political level.
What do I want for lunch today?
It's not even Billy Ray Cyrus that I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Kid Rock.
I can see how you get those two mixed up.
It's because Billy Ray Cyrus is a kid. He's a Kid Rock side character or something. We covered this yesterday. There's something achy, maybe even breaky about my heart right now. I feel that. That was attack. I passed out during the break. I think Team Liquid was super underwhelming.
Should they be really worried about this? Because they play Lunex tonight, right?
Yeah, they might actually get touched. Not touched, but like really competitive. Because like they look. I mean, like they're playing stuff that I just don't believe in at all. You know, like they played Anna Brig, dude.
Oh yeah.
They played
Did
Anna
anyone
Brig
tell them it was
Diva.
2026?
Anna Brig Diva on defense of Rialto first point, and they full held. They did full hold, but that's just because disguised a wank. Like, outrageous.
What's this one? Is this for Sunday? What do you think of VP TM yesterday? Really impressive from VP. They blew him out of the water.
Stays
Felt like
quiet.
TM.
Doc spin. Skyle.
Yeah, I felt like TM had really no certainty over what they wanted to play.
3
Couldn't
minutes
find
to
an
walk
answer at the
high
moment.
ground. 3 minutes to walk to the high ground side versus Anna Brig.
Can't wait to rewatch this one in a break. Sounds like I'm in for a real treat.
He's dog spinning like.
Hampton went 17-1. Yes.
Sources tell me that. Oh yum, it's ketchup. Fucking. Oh god, I love Dolly Parton.
Who doesn't?
I don't know. Devils.
Yeah, Devils. Yeah.
We have Widow Sig playing for a pick and spinning my gun under spin. When they had a Widow, you know? Like they had Widow and a Brig. Like their entire backline becomes completely ineffective if you just like walk in the general direction of where they're trying to play and make them run back. Like just spin the fucking gun, dude. Like you nearly like double held them too. Like when Tree clutched up and killed you during the window with the clock, it was like fuck. Sanctuary comes out like half a second too late to save you. You're dead before the lamp is gone. Like it was just ouchie. And that was actually double full hold written all over it. Liquid looked just as shocking. We didn't track OC. Shouldn't have graded my lamp. It's one of those.
One of those.
I know a main support that would have tracked that OC.
Just don't want to listen to music. It's not that deep.
Like asking you to listen to music.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, why does Hunter's viewers get music and CX's don't? I was like, just,
Oh,
I don't know.
We gotta do
you think some of these
something
people
about
I should just
this
ban for forever and never deal with again?
I mean,
Like, just...
I had your stream open and I saw one of your chatters say, "Can we get Unter's VODs on your VODs channel?"
Oh yeah, I had to tell him.
Like,
I had to tell him like, why would
like,
that make any sense? Yeah. Like,
why would they not watch my VODs on my channel? Because obviously I post my VODs on my. Why would my VODs go to your channel for the games you don't watch? Like, what are we?
Hey,
what are we
Max,
talking about?
Why don't you know those videos you make with like your stream highlights? Do you want to put them on my channel too?
Yeah, honestly, like that's short. Like if I migrated over to your channel,
Yeah,
would you
like
that? Would that be good?
You know
for
what, Max? I really like to see short you make. The only problem is you seem to have uploaded it to the wrong channel. If I
put it
could,
on your channel.
yeah, if you could just put it on my channel.
Joint YouTube account cover. It's just come on.
I want to watch Unter videos, but I don't want to give him revenue. What can I do about this? Well, boy, do I have a solution for you, Quicks. I'm just trying to promote competition. What do you mean by competition? This isn't a fucking DJ battle.
That's like competing.
What do you compare? Like... But it could be. You know what? I think you need to go have a think about your. Think about everything.
He's sending them to the thinking
just
corner.
have a think.
No.
Yeah, just go into the thinking corner for a little bit. You know.
Carl, can you spin? Can you spin so we make sure it's even?
Can we put Unter shorts on OWTV? Of course we can. Why wouldn't we?
Scar's not spinning anymore.
just. Why does
five,
Sunday
man.
always turn into Dragon's Den, where everyone comes in with their
Dragon's
business pitches,
Den.
right? Like just
52, 51, 50,
Keep going.
49, 48, 47.
just
46.
works.
And for
Just
that reason,
works.
I'm in. Donk stepping forward now, going to set the world on fire. Diva for Hambin in the clutch versus the Malga. Buffer, buffer, buffer. And you're going to have to pause because I'm still on 34, 33, 32, 31. Proud pick 30, 29.
Proud
28,
picks. It just
27.
works. And T1
We did
off
that,
to
baby.
the perfect
We
start.
did that.
Malga into the Diva, Farah as well. Junokiri on both sides too, but Chio's going to get caught in that one. Proud takes him down, and we've seen this many times from T1. When they get onto these type of maps and they can just get their DPS on Farah, on Sojourn, Proud and Zest just take over. A good start for T1. They'll get the car up to his corner. And, important map here, but T1 looking to be the kings of map 5. Oh, Spin's in so much trouble. He's just gone.
Oh my goodness gracious, it's happening. T1, we are about to do that. Listen up, Swing Chip, and listen good. I'm going to watch this entire map, and I do not claim the outcome unless it's a positive one. Now Dark underneath, waiting for Falcons to come out and tap. Dark, sneaky as can be, sets Harmon on fire early, creates space for Proud to keep on swinging. Big damage. Swing Chip drops a question mark. Now the Faras are dueling in the sky. TVNT appears to be blocking for some reason, and Merit, he is taking it slow. Hold on the corner as Dark pins out.
Donghack goes all the way through, a little drive-by here to get the off angle. Headshot onto Donghack, he's down to half HP. Hanbin's going to go get involved in his Farah, but Zest has killed Fielder, despite how involved Hanbin was with his Farah. In fact, it's all going T1's way. Finally, the Farah will fall. They've actually traded both DPS here, but Donghack is in the back. Hanbin has the bomb, but he's going to try and play his life instead. But Malga seems to be at every door that Hanbin tries to go through, so he's still on the back foot. Triggers another passive now. Going to try and deny the cap as well. Bloody hell, this is greedy from Hanbin here as well. He has the bomb. He's going to trigger it one more time. Hanbin has managed this beautifully, actually. And we're going to stabilize on the corner.
Yeah, beautiful stuff from Hanbin, truly. Like, why do the ASCIIs load in funny shapes? I guess it's because in the dashboard, the dimensions of the chat isn't standardized. TVNT is blocking though. Alright, now another push forward. T1 don't actually have close spawns yet. Clock for Proud is good though, finds Fielder in the opener. Trade onto Zest, but Dark is good for another. And I believe we are doing that right now. Merit's isolated, Proud hits the rail as is tradition. And it feels like we're just stealing it away at this point. Now all we really need is somebody to go start pushing the card so we can turn one of these fight wins into a map win.
Hanbin's still here, but I don't know if he really has an exit strategy in this situation. Maybe he's just going to, I guess, try not to stagger super egregiously. Does manage to be able to shift back now. Donghack is on the chase, so Hanbin has to keep going further and further back. They're going to cage him actually here. Big catch on the cage, but do we have a follow-up? CommanderX comes out. Donghack's cage will be broken. 1-for-1 trade only, but now support ult advantage for T1.
Can you give me some numbers? Because, well, I've lagged like out of this world. I've just changed quality to 1080p. Numbers?
45, 44, 43, 42, 41,
Okay.
40.
Hold on. Just
That's very
pause.
nice.
Just
Merit.
pause. 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37.
Just works. All right, Merit's
Just
pop a
works.
clock in all of this. Scoops gets Rush goes for nothing. Bliss seemingly no chance to getting that one out as well. My immersion, my immersion. Team Falcons,
broadband.
crucial fight in this one. Bliss still has the Ray advantage for the next fight, but at least now Falcons can get some meters on the board, take the fight, and the robot to T1 side of the map, everything like this. Tracer swap from both DPS now, and this means both backlines are going to be put under significantly more scrutiny, especially Bliss and Scoot focus. Spin and Hanbin will have an easier time combining a lot in these situations.
Merit, he has a fully charged rail. He has softened up Proud a little bit. You've got to be so careful on the T1 side. Unbelievable. For all this fighting, we still don't have a checkpoint. Feels like we've won so many fights, but maybe that was just lost in the buffer. Headshot onto Spin. Doesn't quite convert the kill somehow. Must have been the soft shot, not the rail it was headshotting there. T1 still maintaining the lead. Orbital Ray available here. And Falcons, well, they're taking it slow, parking the bus. T1 trying to force the issue a little bit now. Dark takes the jump pad, rotating around to the high ground. Shout is out as well, and the push is on. Blissey, cute Ray coming through. Falcons are going to try and kite this from the looks of it.
Yeah, Spin's got himself. He's on the jump pad still. Fielder's going to TP on. Pulse bomb available. Zest is going to go look for that one now. Runs into Fielder. Gets forced to recall immediately. Donghack comes to get involved. Cops a pulse bomb for that one. He's awfully low. The double pocket coming in for Donghack. Looking for the finish. They deal with it. Hanbin's eating the pulse bomb on the other side as well. And now that's no trades for Falcons. That should be checkpoint for them.
Checkpoint for Falcons, at least being threatened. I don't think it's guaranteed. They still have to push a fair way out into the open. Maybe they'll be fighting.
Oh
for
yeah,
the
it's
lead,
further back
but
than I thought.
think
Yeah,
Chia
you're
can
right.
do it.
Yeah.
The car was being held like really high up on the slope with the way Dark was holding. Now Falcons though, they have support ults, right? T1, the ult situation is just dire. Kitsu comes out early. Dark's pitting into the backline. Merit's nearly pre-fighted. Dark can't quite finish the job. Great pocket onto Merit, saves him there. Orbital Ray and Kitsu invested. That's going to be the checkpoint now. T1 losing the lead after 6 minutes of what felt like a really strong advantage.
Yeah, I mean, the good news for him is that Stomp was so scary for Merit that Falcons did drop both support ults to try and help him through all of that. It pays off. They get checkpoint. They start adding to their lead as well. But now they've not really got too much more to work with. Ambin's full Matrix on the high ground, but he will take a back step. There's a hiding spot for Spin on the right now, which I don't know if they're aware of. It's going to be a swing with Fielder as well. In comes Hanbin too. Huge pressure on the backline. Now it's Proud who needs all the pocket. Suzu, good. Clock out. Trying to turn damage onto Hanbin, but Proud's been forced so far back here. Slides onto Merit. Body shot only though. Hanbin keeps going. Bomb and Kitsune rush out, and Merit's got the high ground position here. T1 seem a bit lost in the mix. They've stolen the robot at the very least. But look at this, Hanbin with the pinch. Bliss is really low. Down goes Bliss. Hanbin has the bomb if he needs it, but he's also got his entire team if he needs them. And now it's just Donghack desperately trying to stay and die on point.
I lagged again. 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33,
Just works.
32. Just works. I had to skip another 5 seconds forward before that one, by the way, because I lagged for like 10 seconds straight while you were talking, but it's no big deal. Darkness Cage just has Pulse.
Stick!
Pulse just landed on Skewed Shield and killed him pre-fight. No fucking way. Slide back for Proud. Spin, no recall, but he's got his major perk, so he can keep on fighting as well. Now it's time for more group around. Zest has to be careful. He has the Pulse. He's dueling with Spint. The Falcons now have 109 meters. Dark has pinned up through main. He still has that cage. The Pulse comes out for Spin. It's a miss. Merit's not walking on top of that one bizarrely enough. Spin's on the run now. Zest will snatch up the mini health pack. Recall forced. Chasing down onto Merit now. Dark gets on her. Spin kills Zest. Cage is down. Dark finds one. Suzu in the cage. Dark's down.
Robot stolen. Saving grace here for T1 is that the robot has at least moved a little bit away, but they leap on. Bomb's been forced out from Hanbin as well, so it's been a little bit costly, but some late kills here will go a long way as Spin punches Skewed in the face, and they'll get Proud as well. He's down. Donghack is onto Diva, Zest is onto Sim. They're trying to change the nature of the matchup, and they really need to. Juno Brig coming out as well, so now in theory Hanbin's life should be so much harder in these situations, but T1 have to be a little careful because they are behind on Kitsune Rush. They're even slightly behind on Ray, and they're gonna have this clock. Pulse bomb onto the floor this time. Zest dies to it though. Now they come through. Proud's found an important trade as that Kitsune Rush comes out. Pride slides back. Needs another kill though. Ray comes out. Proud still has some shots to fire in, but only a Diva to shoot at really. Slides away, stuck on a wall. And now Team Falcons is wide open for him. Donghack is low. He is behind. And all the while Falcons are gaining meters.
Clocks out from Merit, Ray and Rally.
Ray Rally.
Flash is a miss. They get Hanbin, but we use 2 ultimates, 3 ultimates if we count the clock that we PG slid into a wall for. Need some staggers here, need more kills. Cute Juno on the run. Dark will find a kill. He's chasing for more. Merit's on the run. Brig is bashed out. We're now in a Juno Brig mirror with Fielder Chia versus the Skewed. Skewed is good for it on the Brig, but there's only a minute 20 left on the clock. The time is dire. Sneaking in the back, Dark. He tries to get the one bot. Geo spots him at the last possible moment. Dark goes for another turn. He doesn't have the rockets this time around. Nobody's on car. We've lost car control.
Oh, it's going back for side onto T1's map. They have to go and get it. They've killed Fielder up top, but it's a 1-for-1 touch. Only a minute left on the clock now as the fight is getting very awkward for T1 to manage. Decisions to be made in the scrappy situation as Spin has stolen the robot. Here comes Hanbin with the drive-by. They're all low Falcons, but Spin, he's just trying to nudge it. Can he get forward spawn? I don't think he quite can. Spin will stay alive though, and Falcons can regroup. This has wasted so much of T1's time.
Don't worry about forward spawns there. We never turned it off because we got off the cart to start
Oh,
chasing.
it's true.
Simwall's available. Bomb 2 for the back line. Very low. Simwall comes out from Cessna. Harden's going for a little drunk drive loop here. He looks to be in big trouble. He's so low. All of the heals are being eaten, but where's the finish? Nobody's killing
never
him.
dies.
Proud doesn't have the angle. Dark is in. Proud finds Chio. That's a huge one. Pin across the point now for Harden. This should be close points disabled. Right, chat. Fielder, Merit, Spint, all staggering on. Close spawn's actually going to be turned off here. Varied respawn waves as well, but T1, it's all going to come down to 2, perhaps even 3 overtime fights. We don't even have checkpoints.
So checkpoint, yeah.
We're going to have to get through a butt scratch. We're going to get the checkpoint free of charge here. Wait for the butt scratch. Maybe 2 fights with overtime spawns. Win 1 here on the cart, and then the final Proud overclock to close us out. But the problem is, we have 3 ultimates cooking in the oven. There's 4 online. Team Falcons as time goes on. Brace yourself, Savior.
Cage going to be the difference maker potentially if it goes long. Chio's out here wide of the open, spin onto the back line right now, looking for the kill. Proud's been forced so far back. Merit's in. Merit's going to steal the Mega, actually. He didn't take the Mega. Doghat comes all the way back, but Proud's going to die nonetheless. Now it comes in. Fielder's trading rallies on point. Hammond's dropped the cage. The Ray is out to keep moving forward. But look at Fielder. It's a huge bash for Pulse Bomb 2. The Ray over the top from Chio. The cherry on it. And oh my god, Doghat just can't beat Chio. It's 3-2 Falcons. T1 lose. Nothing ever happened. T1 lose. Nothing ever happens.
Both of you are getting the rifle.
This is your... How? You don't even employ me. At least pay for my funeral. Swan is one from a mile away. It's just predictable. How are you holding up, Max?
Boys.
Oh dear. Spin with a 21 and 2 in that last map.
Tapmaster C is trying to get me fired and get a vast rehired in my chat right now. Target Tapmaster C.
Hanbin 25 and 3. Looks like Hanbin's getting some points after all. Donghack's still got 16 and 6 though, so I think Donghack's still gonna outscore pretty heavily.
Unfucking believable. I don't even think we just need to stop hiring foreigners, she says.
little tip of a MAGA hat from Swing. Wait, that doesn't say T1 on that hat. Good night, Anks.
Oh my god.
You did that.
We did that. We win together. We lose together. We slay together.
When does the slaying begin? I'm still waiting for it.
It's serving all night, mate. You just didn't notice. Alright. Some music for the outro.
Play us out, boys. Alright. I'm gonna grab a drink. Maybe, what time is it? Is it lunchtime? I feel like it's lunchtime.
오늘의 마지막 경기는 팀 팔콘이 가져갑니다. 승리 축하드립니다. 이야.
Alright, interview with the boys.
승승,
I'll be right back.
이렇게 맛있는 승리가 어디 있을까요? 오늘의 BOTM은
We don't need a
선수가
translation
차지하게
today.
됐고요. 옆에 있는 메리트 선수도 함께
We don't need
모셔보겠습니다.
a translation
위기는 팀
today.
팔콘을 더 강하게 만들까요? 이 DNA 스피드 선수 몸에도 이식이 된 것 같아요. 오늘 승리 소감 한번 들어볼게요.
아직도 좀
I said we don't
마지막
need swing.
이제 2대2 경기 해가지고 아직도 좀 몸이 떨리는데
네.
이겨서
We don't want to know what
너무
they have to say. We
다행인
don't
것
want to
같아요.
know what they have to say.
너무 잘했습니다. 야, 오늘 정말 너무너무 완벽한 경기를 보여줬는데요. 할리우드 리알토를 가져가면서 팀 팔콘의 서사가 또 시작이 됐죠. 결국에 양바스를 더 완벽하게 정복했던 팀 팔콘이 승리를 가져갔습니다. T1의 서커스에는 한계가 있었고 또 야금야금 팔콘만의 이런 전략으로 승리를 가져가게 됐는데요. 오늘 좀 경기 흐름 어땠을까요, 메리트 선수?
그냥 저희가 잘해서 이긴 것 같습니다.
아, 그렇습니다. 우리 스피드 선수 아직까지도 너무
They're blaming the Costream
떨려서
gap.
좀 긴장이
They're
되는
blaming
것
the
같다라고
Costream
말씀을
gap.
해주셨는데 말도 안 되는 드리블 마지막 세트 때 나왔죠. 저기 심해 트랩 브리를 들고 나왔을 때 차례대로 다 잘라내고 또 마지막에 2대2까지 프라우드 선수를 마지막에 잘랐을 때 어땠나요?
Yeah, I mean, how many viewers does Jonah get? Doesn't he get like a grillion or
하면서
something?
이게 계속 후반을 갈수록 더 떨렸는데 이거 무조건 이겨야 된다.
It's like mega,
그
man.
생각만 가지고 계속해서
I
이길 수
sat
있었던
next to
것
him.
그렇습니다.
I sat next to him
팔콘에
at
온
the
이후에 역대급
Stockholm major last
부담감이
year.
있었던 경기가 아니었나
These drops are still
싶은데요.
on next weekend?
오늘
Yeah, it's
좀
like a 2-week
형들에게
campaign. You got
뭐라고 하고
ages, mate.
싶나요?
그래도 저 믿고 다 믿어줘서 좀 고마운 것 같아요. 제 픽이나 뭐
In other news, I got tacos for dinner.
잘 챙겨줘서 고맙다.
I got a couple of tacos and a
고맙다 이렇게 또
tostada, whatever that is.
말씀 전해드렸습니다. 메리트 선수 오늘 초반에 정말 힘들었을 것 같아요.
Just in other
T1이
news,
쉴 새
it's Taco
없이
Tuesday.
치기를 해왔습니다.
You grabbed a beer. I would
요리조리 피하기가
love to,
힘들었을 것
but
같은데요. 하지만
it just makes me
팔콘이
lazy
이겼죠?
and dumb, and I'm already
T1에게 한마디
dumb.
해볼까요?
동원이가 좀 날카롭긴 했는데 결국
Let's
이겨내서
spin on it.
이겼던 것 같습니다.
I'm hurting.
그렇습니다. 오늘 또 이렇게 맛있는
I'm
승리 가져가면서 팔콘 팬분들의 입가에는 미소가
Taco
걸려 있는데요.
Sunday,
직관오신
yes.
팬분들 너무 행복해 하시더라고요. 팬분들께도 마지막으로 한
아.
말씀씩 하고 마무리하겠습니다.
앞으로도 좋은 경기력 또 잘할 수 있도록 많이 노력하겠습니다. 응원해 주셔서 감사합니다.
I
네,
can't
좋습니다.
believe we
메리트
lost
선수도
that.
팬분들께 한 말씀 부탁드립니다.
항상
We're actually like
진짜 감사하고 좋은 경기력으로 다시
we're
돌아오겠습니다.
broken.
감사합니다.
네, 감사합니다. 오늘 마지막 경기 너무
I remember we
재밌고 또
used to have
화끈한
moments
경기가
like this on
펼쳐졌죠.
Gladiators, you
다음
know?
주에는 또 어떤 경기가 펼쳐지게 될지
We used to have moments
많이
like this on
기대해
Gladiators in
주시고요. 오늘 총 경기
2023 where
결과는
it's just like
화면으로 만나보시죠.
you're just broken. Like these fights, like they're so good. Such a substantial advantage early on, and then here, like swing back in, hold the cart. Like here, like block. It's 1 for 1. It's 2 for 1. But like Zest is the guy that goes payload. It's 3 for 2. Like it's 3 for 2. They only have 2 players. Like go to the cart and they have to come into you, and then they have to contest for the checkpoint. But we just keep fighting off the cart and fighting off the cart and fighting off the cart. And Proud can't go cart on Tracer. Proud can't go cart the cart. He can't go cart on Sojin because there's a Tracer there and she'll kill him. But then Dark pins onto the Diva. And because Dark's pinned onto the Diva because he's a fragger, then nobody goes to the cart. It's 3v2. Go to the cart and they have to touch and we get the checkpoint for free and we win the map in 2 minutes. He pushes in Kit. Ah.
Are you reliving the horror?
Yeah, I'm reliving the horror.
Are you reliving the horror?
Listen to my favorite Elton John song, and now we're here. Does T1 have a coach? It's me.
Why'd you tell him to do that then?
Watching all- Why did I tell him to do that? That's my bad, bro. I can't blame that. All right, let me. Swing Chip said a bunch of question marks. So it is your fault.
That's her favourite emote, the question mark.
She is so
Psych
inquisitive, genuinely. If Swing Chip ever learned how to use Kate thinking, like holy fuck. All right, let me go get my little sad boys dinner tray and get these tacos in me. Maybe the tacos will make me feel better.
Tacos.
10cc reliably assuring me that big boys don't cry, but I feel like I'm going to burst into tears on behalf of Blissy Skewed and Dongers right now, so I'll be right back.
I'm sad that was winnable for 2-1. Do you think Falcons can beat Zeta? We did that. Yeah, no, they mainly was it the 2 Cat Bastion maps they lost? And then they lost that Rudis Happy as well. Yeah, no, I thought when I saw like how the comps were lining up for Rudis Happy, I thought, yeah, they've got this actually. This is a really good map. We've seen T1 be very successful in those type of comps before. Maybe true that in reality that Hollywood was actually the more painful one, that Hollywood hold. That one felt the most winnable. Alright, these are taking a while.